Welcome back to video game news for August the 9th of 2021. Another quite interesting year. There will be no sales or deals to talk about in this edition game news. That will probably be next one. I'll look at some deals going on. But with that said, first up, just want to quickly recommend the newest video to come out from Scott the Was, one of my personal favorite game channels. Always great quality content and always enjoy Scott's sense of humor. Just quickly mention, check out his recent video he did on Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Really interesting, just a heads up, it's a little over an hour long, so if you don't like super long videos, not gonna be your cup of tea, but if you're a Mario fan, I recommend it. Okay, next up we have Super Monkey Ball is getting a special DLC character in the game with Banana Mania. And that is Beat character reveal trailer. Beat from, of course, Jet Grind Rio, aka Jet Set Rio, and Jet Set Rio Future. I'm just hoping maybe this means that Sega will finally re-release Jet Set Rio Future. They did Jet Grind Rio, but they have yet to do Future from the original Xbox, which absolutely sucks, Sega. Come on, give us what we want. But anyways, with that said, next up we got the big summer update for Street Fighter V Street Fighter V. And we got to look at the final DLC character for the final season. A new character, Luke. Though, fun fact, originally Luke was going to be a character a little different design, but similarities to the Capcom All-Star game that was being rumored back in the early 2000s. So it's interesting. It shows the people involved now with Street Fighter are doing deep dives into the history of Capcom fighting games. So, if any of you are big uber Capcom fans like me, Maximilian, due to many others, I do recommend checking out. Interesting. Also, there's elements even when it first showed a big star on the screen for this Luke character, he also kind of reminds me a bit of Captain Commando, interestingly enough. Still really cool, and I like definitely the Easter eggs involved with this final character. Also, he has kind of a UFC MMA design to him, and his gameplay style actually is very unique looking. I dare say, of the characters, I'd say after Akira, this is actually the character I'm biggest curious about of the season. I'm not the biggest Aura fan. Rose, 50-50. Akira, awesome. Really looking forward to overall trying her out in the game, see how she plays versus her playstyle in Rival Schools and Project Justice. Also, we got an announcement, a few indie games that were already on the Switch, now coming to PS4, coming to PSN. A Short Hike, of course, Hades, which is the big one. If you like roguelikes or mythology, check out Hades. It is a highly recommended game. Also, we have an interesting post-apocalyptic style indie golf game, which actually has my interest because I'll admit I have a weird interest in golf games. Have no clue why. Golf and tennis games for some reason, the Hot Shot series, my personal favorite golf series. But with that said, it is called Golf Club Wasteland. It definitely looks cool. If you're at all interested, like I said, these are indie games, so they're going to be budget titles, really good price overall. I believe Golf Club Wasteland is either $14.99 or $19.99. Hades, I believe, is going to be $29.99. Also, there's going to be a special bundle collection coming to the Switch and stuff called Ori the Collection, which they released a trailer of, and yeah, it's going to have both Ori games plus extra stuff included. A cool little bundle deal. If you've never played Ori, or like me, you're a big Ori fan, I definitely highly recommend checking it out. Also, we have Neon White which is a interesting looking game coming to the Switch. It's gonna have like a card mechanic of sorts, along with like a 3D style like action platform elements to it with puzzle gameplay elements along with the card mechanics. It looks very interesting, and I'm definitely curious to see more about. But yeah, it's a game. I believe it's going to be exclusively console to the Switch. Also, some cool games coming out for the Switch. Trailers as well as other platforms. Indie game called Dodgeball Academy looks interesting. Got a trailer for Microsoft fans for Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, and it definitely looks good. Also, you have June sales report is in for overall sales for the month of June. Games, hardware, and accessory sales overall are up 5% from June last year. And this is more the big story, and that is total $4.9 billion for the last 6 months of 2021 is how much game industry has made so far, like in the US and stuff. 4.9 billion, which is quite impressive. Also, total spending was 28.9 billion, up 15% compared to the first 6 months of last year. Also, Nintendo Switch was the top selling home console in the US during June 2021 for unit sales. However, in actual overall money, Xbox Series S and X consoles did the most in terms of dollar sales, which is interesting. It actually looks like the Series S and X are actually doing very well right now in sales numbers, and I think that has more to do with the fact they're doing a better job getting units out there than Sony has, because Sony having issues with chip manufacturing and stuff needed for the PS5. So Microsoft's taking full advantage since they have deeper pockets for one. But with that said, also June was the highest ever for a June month, eclipsing the previous record set in June of 2011, 10 years ago. Also, total spending on hardware for June 2021 in the US rose by a massive 112%, which is bonkers. Compared to June of 2020, 600 was it? Yeah, 617 million or whatever. Add up to 401 million. Also, highest hardware figures for a June since June of 08. And also, June 2021 best-selling games, and looked at overall the best-selling games on all three platforms. I'll quickly mention one down. Now, it's supposed to show 10, but it shows instead, for some reason, 9 for Nintendo, but whatever. First up, believe it or not, best-selling games for the month of June. This is both digital and physical sales. For the Switch, Minecraft in 9th place. Super Mario Party for 8th. New Pokemon Snap for 7th. Pokemon Sword and Shield for 6th. Breath of the Wild for 5th. Also, Super Mario 3D World for 4th place. 3rd place was Smash Ultimate. 2nd place was New Horizons. And 1st place was Mario Kart 8. Kind of surprised that is still like the top selling game, which is bonkers. By the time said and done, like at least probably 50-60% of Switch owners will have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Not me though. But next, the top 10 best-selling games for the month of June for Sony. 10th place was Final Fantasy VII Remake. 9th was Ghost of Tsushima. 8th was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. 7th, Minecraft. 6th place was Scarlet Nexus. Fifth place was Resident Evil Village. Fourth place was Spider-Man Miles Morales. Third was Major League Baseball, The Show 21. Second place was Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. First place was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Then the best-selling games for Microsoft for the month of June were Major League Baseball The Show 21 for 10th. Ninth was Mortal Kombat 11. Eighth was It Takes Two. Seventh was Forza Horizon 4. Sixth was Scarlet Nexus. Fifth was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Fourth was Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Third was Resident Evil Village. Second was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, weirdly enough. And first was Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Next, new Destiny 2 PvP maps and modes are on the way, including a remastered Destiny 1 map for multiplayer. So for you multiplayer Destiny 2 fans out there, some good news. Also, new Fatal Frame game could be happening following very positive response of the re-release of A Maiden of Blackwater, which is good to hear. Also, J. Allen Brack, or whatever, former president of Blizzard, has stepped down as president of Blizzard and has left the company after all the stuff going on right now, turmoil in Activision Blizzard. And Bobby Kotick is trying to villainize everyone, of course, because Bobby Kotick is Bobby Kotick. Also, fan-made Half-Life 2 Remastered collection is on the way and with Valve's consent for it. So that's interesting. And the last bit of news, one game to talk about with its release on Metacritic scores, Death's Door, recent release indie game, which looks interesting. The Series S and X version has an 86% critic score and an 8.6 out of 10 user. Then X1, 87% critic and 7.3 user score. PC, 86% critic and a 7.7 out of 10 user score. So overall, the Series S and stuff has the best overall among players, and the X1 has the lowest among players, but the highest among critics, which is interesting. But with that said, that is news or video game news for August the 9th. I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe. With all the craziness going on in the world right now, I'll see you soon enough. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe. See you soon.